the MDH was a location of exotica. You'll be wanting to talk about Captain Beefheart, which is one of the most astonishing moments of my life, but I won't be running a 50th anniversary gig. 1968, the word goes out that Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band are coming. And we've got to go. And I'm going to go with Roger Eagle, and a whole bunch of us are going to go, because we've got to meet the captain. And one of the ways of getting in those days that I was effecting was to carry a guitar lead with me. And when I got to the door, I'd say, I'm with the band, I've forgot the lead, and then go in. So we'd all got in through various means. And we all stood at the front. Roger was just to my right, and we were all at the front. And we had absolutely no idea what to expect. We'd heard Safe as Milk, and we'd heard Strictly Personal. And there were all these stories going out about the import copy of Strictly Personal, which I will get to. And then a man in a dress appeared, and a baseball cap appeared, with a Fender guitar, who I now know to be Winged Eel Fingerling. And then a man with hair like I had, a huge afro and a frock coat appeared, and that was Drumbo. And then these creatures from another planet came on, and then started a riff. And then this man came with a top hat, and it was Don Van Vliet, and he then booglerised us for an hour or more. And it was utterly, mind-blowingly astonishing. We had never seen or heard anything like it. And at the end of the set, I threw a ring that I bought on an Indian stall in the market, Brown Street covered market, flung it towards him, and he picked it up, and I said, "It's for you," and he "Thank you," and he put it on, and he came over and he said, "Who are you guys?" And we said, "Oh, we're here for you, we've come for the Magic Band, and we've come for the captain." And he said, "What do you think?" I said, "Oh, it's absolutely astonishing, it's amazing." And I said, "Did you know that the customs busted your album because they thought it had acid in it?" Because this was the story that they'd imported the sealed albums with sheets of acid in, which is absolute rubbish. And he said, "Probably true. There is acid all over it." Which I always used to, because I always remembered that, because years later he used to say, "No, we never took drugs." And of course they did. They were all absolutely bonkers. And then he said, "Here's a present for you." And he gave me a Marine Band Hohner harmonica in D. So there it was. And 10 years later, I was in New York, and I was significantly different by then. I had matured somewhat. And I was in rehearsal rooms with the Albertos. In fact, 11 years later. And in the same rehearsal rooms were Earth, Wind and Fire and Captain Beefheart and the next incarnation of the Magic Band. And there's like a little cafe in the rehearsal space. And I see Don Van Vliet. And I went up and I said, "Hello, Don, you probably don't recognise me." And he said, "Of course I do. How's the harmonica?"